end of 2022, a movie came out called Puss in Boots. Now I remember the character from Shrek and how memorable the character was because it's a cat and it's cute and the little acting that him do, people like that. Had no idea up until this point. Up until I realized there was an actual sequel for the movie, that there was actually a spin-off movie that was made of Puss in Boots. And I don't really follow Shrek like that or this character. Never really care for the character. Everybody and them grandmother talk about Puss in Boots. So we watch the movie. First thing we notice is that them rip off Spider-Verse. The animation is exactly like Spider-Verse. Next thing we notice is so much is going on with this character. So I already know that something bad's going to happen to him. The whole premise of the movie is that this cat is brave, he's a hero, he's a legend, him not afraid of nothing. And then him realize that him 9 lives almost up. So him have 1 life left. And this wolf run him down for the 1 life. It don't make no sense to me because the cat have 1 life left. So why the wolf won't let him live the life? I mean, at the rate the puss is going, him gone dead anyway. So why am I run him down? Me don't know. Anyway, after watching the movie, it got annoying in the first part of the movie. After watching the movie, honestly, it's a good movie. It's a good movie, and the reason why I think people were hyping it up, especially near the end of the year, is because of the time period where it came out. After COVID had happened, people had some kind of famine going on with movies. And when they finally came back after COVID, after the pandemic hit, it's like people forget how to make movie. Everything that them put out, you have probably 3 things that you can consider good. And it's only because next to all of the things, all of the garbage them put out, it looked like gold cheese. It was really baffling to me. It's like the filmmaker them forget how to make movie. So next to those movies, everything else that just has a linear story with characters that you can follow, some basic requirements of something to be called a movie, look good. You have a protagonist, which is the Puss, and you're following him, and he's now battling with a new enemy. And it's not just the wolf that chase him down, it's his mortality. Before he was brave and he wasn't afraid of anything. The first time we see Puss being weak is him being afraid of this new enemy. Something that he cannot control or run away from. Everywhere I'm gonna think finds him, every time he is in danger or him think him get away, the thing is there. Didn't think I would, but I enjoyed that element of the movie. I really enjoyed it. It was something that was done differently. The way that they make death, they make it look different. They gave him character. They made him play with his food, as him said. They had so much characters in this movie. Everything is going all over the place. Everybody is going this way and that. They all have different motivations for why they want to steal from this one. Thief everywhere you look. Everybody is stealing from everybody else. And it got to be a bit much at first, but then they actually managed to develop each and every one of the characters as they go along. There's only one character in there that's not completely developed, but then, no, me lie. The baker boy with the thumb, the other villain, the fat man, he was developed too. You see his background and they explain why each of the characters have the life that they have, why they chose what they did. You don't have to understand the character in its completion, but at least understand the motivation of the character. If you have a villain, you have one bad man, understand why he's bad. Why must we fear him? Why is he scary to the main character? I like that. It was cookie cutter, but also tried and true. And I feel like people trying to get too much away from that to the point where they're trying to be more artistic, to the point when the movie's coming out like garbage. You ever go to art conventions and then you see art, what am I call art? And it's this white sheet with somebody gluing a pencil in the middle of it and calling it art. And it sells for like $2 million. That's how we feel like them make movie now. Like they're trying to be artistic for the sake of being artistic, and it don't work. Nobody like it. You can see the ratings in those movies that are heavily artistic. People don't want to watch it. It's not about being artistic all the time. Sometimes people just want entertainment, and that's what this movie gives people. It gives you entertainment. The adventure never stops. You have rest period where them talk out them feelings, but you don't feel like you're sitting down and you're wasting time. You're hearing how they feel, why they have the motivation them have. And you can still enjoy the character. When you learn more things about the character, it make you like the character more. It don't make you feel like you want to pull out your eyelash them. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I would pay to own that movie. It's the kind of movie that you would have in your collection. And I feel like the way they're setting it up, because at the end of the movie, you show Puss and, I don't know her name, Kitty. They're sailing with the dog to this place called Far, Far Away, which we know is where Shrek is. So they're kind of teasing another movie with Shrek and Fiona and Donkey, but it's tying in with this character. So you introduce these new characters and they're probably gonna have offshoot movies of them. I like how they're going with it. I hope they go that way with it, because God knows we can't stand another Marvel movie. I'm not a Marvel person. It's not that I don't like Marvel. I don't like what they're doing with Marvel. Every other universe that they're trying to create, it's like them eat it and vomit it out and expect people to yum it. Sorry, and expect people to eat it. People clearly are saying they will want movies like that. There needs to be more competition where people actually put passion into the work that they're doing with these movies. And you can feel the passion in Puss in Boots Last Wish.